Hello everyone, welcome back. Today we're going to talk about the cargo space in the Model Y, and we're going to compare it to the Model 3. We're also going to talk about the seat comfort in both vehicles. So this is the Model 3 and this is the Model Y. One of the things you might notice with the Model Y, it has the higher opening as well as the bottom, and it is raised a little bit. So one of the benefits about getting in, it doesn't matter for me as much because I'm a short guy, but for taller people they would definitely see the difference. Definitely get more, of a balanced leg bend, as well as the height of the ceiling right here. Not to mention the beautiful panoramic view where you can see the night sky, and it is tinted as well, so it's it's not as bright. The seats are very comfortable. Now, one of the things that you might notice here, it has 3 adjustable levels for the back seat. So it has this one here, just to give you a little bit more back space, or it even reclines a little further. So this is good for passengers. You have more enough room, you can easily look up, and enough leg space. It also has a switch in the back. Let's say you needed to either have something to travel with here, a snowboard or something, where you didn't have the hitch. It makes it very easy, so it's not hanging right above your head. So all the seats have that feature. They drop down with the switch here. Same thing. So that's the back space on the Model Y. Now we're gonna go ahead and talk about the Model 3. So with the Model 3, you already have the limited. It's already low and it has a small opening. So imagine if you're a tall person and you have to get in. 1, you're already hitting your head. 2, you're already, look at the difference. Even as a small guy, my knees are, pointing up. The seats are not adjustable. You're limited to what you have. It does have a semi-panoramic view here as well, but it is locked here with the center frame right here. So this is a space in the Model 3 compared to the Model Y. Still nice, but I think I personally would be more comfortable in the Model Y, even as a small guy. So with the Model 3, you can already see the difference in height. It's a lower vehicle, more sporty, which it's a preference. Sometimes I like to have the lower feeling, but if you see, if you were a tall person, falling into this vehicle is already a little different. Leg space for me, short guy. If I were a tall guy, I would already reduce the back space to the people in the back. Secondary, you have the front space here. It's definitely going to hit your forehead could easily hit that. But for the most part, the center console and everything else is very similar to the Model Y. The display, the cup holders, a charging station here. And now we're going to go ahead and move over to the Model Y and go over some of those features. So first thing, it is a little higher, so you don't have to fall down to get into the vehicle. It's really easy to get in, and the opening is a lot bigger. So same thing if you're a tall person, you don't have to worry about hitting your head too much compared to the Model 3. Everything else in the vehicle is almost exactly the same. Center console, it does feel to be a little bit wider as well, but for the most part it's a lot more comfortable in this one, personally, for myself. But for the most part, seats are very comfortable. You're a little higher than the Model 3. So first off, with the Model Y, this is one of the added features that I like, is the bigger opening for the Model Y, so it gives you more storage room, going in and out. Along with that, it's already long. They've also added 2 additional compartments here, one on the right side and one on the left side, in case you need that extra storage. Then, just like in the Model 3, you have the deep cavity here. However, it is a little bit deeper and wider, and not to mention the additional storage here. Now with this one, it's a little bit smaller. However, you can definitely utilize it with laptops, purses, camera equipment, and stuff like that. But also, if you need additional space with these 2 buttons, it drops down the seats here, give you additional storage space. Now, how many times have we taken road trips and needed the additional space, you know, while at the superchargers to lay down and rest, or just the additional space for luggage and stuff like that. So, you know, it is an added value. Now, when we compare the Model Y storage space to the Model 3 over here, we do have the long trunk space here. We do not have the extra storage space on the right and left. The left side does have a small one here, but it's not as deep. The trunk space here, it is deep, and it is kind of wide. However, it is limited to what you can put in here due to the opening. So if you did need additional storage space as well, you can definitely drop the seats down. It doesn't have the automatic buttons that push them down, and it doesn't have the manual drop down. The automatic drop down. You do have to manually pull the seats down. And same thing, limited to space in the opening due to the trunk here. So that's one of the differences in the Model Y and Model 3. So another thing that I want to add with the Model Y and cargo space is that the trunk opens on its own automatically, and it also automatically closes with the button. Versus the Model 3, you definitely have to open it on your own, and the door feels a lot heavier than compared to the other vehicles.